Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Kim Gibson, an April board member and facilitator of the call today. Thank you for joining us for this workshop. Get in the ADA game, engage, connect, play, and learn. I want to mention a few housekeeping items before we get started today. First, when you scroll over the screen, a menu bar pops up. Depending on what device you are on, you can find that menu bar at the top or at the bottom of the screen. That is where you will find the closed captioning for today's session. You can view the captioning by selecting the CC tab on the menu bar. For sign language interpreting, you can find the interpreter on the screen. If you would like to change the size of the screen, if slides are shown, you can select the line in the middle to make the slides larger or smaller. If you have technical issues, please use the chat feature. You can find the word bubble in the same menu bar. If you would like to turn the chat feature off, if you are using a screen reader, you can do that by pressing Alt+H. For question and answer times, please note the question and answer box is on the menu bar. Please only submit questions there as they may get lost in the chat. To ask a question or make a comment, you can also select the hand option on the menu bar. That allows us to know if you have a question. For those of you on the phone today or using keystrokes, we ask that you press *9 or Alt+Y on your keypad to raise your hand. We will then let you know when you can unmute. You can select the unmute option or Alt+A if using keystrokes. Remember, if you join into the conversation today, please keep all background noise down as much as possible to allow us to hear you clearly. At this time, I will turn you over to Rebecca Williams.
Oh, sorry, having some technical issues here going on. Hi, so my name is Rebecca Williams. I'm really excited about doing this. I've been a previous April board member and been a participant for a long time, and I think this is going to be a really fun session. I work for the Southeast ADA Center, and we are a technical assistance center. We were one of 10 national ADA centers that folks can call for information. And I'm really happy to be able to do this with my co-worker, Marsha Schwanke. Just to let you know a little bit about myself, I'm the lead information specialist at the Southeast ADA Center. I am, I guess I'd say, an aging disability advocate. I'm a white woman with shoulder-length brown hair, and I wear glasses, and my pronouns are she and her. And I will let Marsha introduce herself.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Marsha Schwanke, and as Rebecca said, I work with her at the Southeast ADA Center. I am the web specialist. I'll be managing the technical aspects of our game board. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a youthful, middle-aged woman wearing glasses, blue eyes, long, wavy brown hair. And today I have on a purple fleece to stay warm in these fall temperatures.
And I think at this point, we would like our 3 game participants to introduce themselves. One of the things I want to make sure folks who are listening in understand, the 3 participants are the ones that are going to be able to answer the questions. You guys that listening in can certainly put in the chat what you think the answer might be, but the only 3 people that are actually supposed to raise their hands and are going to be able to answer are Arius and Kimberly and Shika. So we will let them introduce themselves and how their affiliation is with April, and then I will describe the game board and how it's going to go. So we'll start with you, Arius.
Hi, my name is Arius. I am currently a board member with April. I've been with April for a long time, and I'm excited to be playing the game. My pronouns are he, him, and hopefully I don't do too bad on this game today. Thank you.
Right. Sure, thanks. Kimberly?
Hey everyone, I'm Kimberly Tiso, and my pronouns are she and her. And I was recently elected as April's new board president, so I'm really excited. I also serve as the president and CEO of ABLE South Carolina, which is a center for independent living in South Carolina. And my visual description is I am a white woman with light brown wavy hair. I wear tortoiseshell eyeglasses, and I have gold earrings on at the moment. And if I was presenting to you in person, I am a person with a physical disability. I do have one leg, and I do walk on titanium crutches. Happy to be here.
Great, thanks, Kimberly. Okay, Shika.
Hello everyone, this is Shika. I'm at our vaccine drive here at Walmart. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the COVID-19 supervisor and independent care waiver program case manager, and I'm happy to be here. I'm female wearing dress pants and sandals and a long dress shirt for work, so happy to be here. And I have long hair and wear a bracelet and some jewelry. Happy to be here.
Great, thanks. Okay, so just to give a quick visual description, again, this is Rebecca, just to give a quick visual description of what the screen looks like. There are 5 vertical categories and then 4 horizontal. The vertical categories are the have listed the vertical columns are the categories. The first one, starting from left to right, is working 9 to 5. That will be questions about Title I employment under the ADA. The second category is government for you, which will be questions about Title II state and local government entities. The third category, which is in the middle of the screen, is spending my money, which is going to be about Title III entities, places of commerce, or generally known as business. The fourth category is hear, see, speak, which is going to be about communication access requirements under the ADA. And then the last category, which is the one on the right side, is famous faces, which are individuals that were somehow instrumental in either the development signing of the ADA or in the disability rights movement. Then we have 5 boxes below each of those categories, and that is the numbers or the value of the questions going from $1, $2, $3, and $400. And so I get to start off with the first category. And what will happen is I will read out the question, and then I will say go, and then the players will raise their hand, and I will call the first player that raised their hand and see if they have the correct answer. The answer has to be in the form of a question, such as what is, or who is, or something like that. Players, keep your hands up, because if the first person doesn't answer it correctly, then I will go to the next person that had their hand raised. Once the question is answered correctly, then players answer their hands, and the player that answered correctly will get to choose the next category. So for right now, I'm just going to pick famous faces of 100. Marsha will read out the questions when we click onto it. So we're going to go to famous faces for 100, please, Marsha.
Oh, Becky, you forgot one important thing to remind our participants of.
Oh, the number. I mean, the letter. Yeah, you go ahead and tell them about that. Yeah.
So participants, you want to stay handy and pay attention. Some of our answers have a special letter. You're looking for 5. There will be 5 letters, which will review a mystery word related to the ADA. And we'll reveal that mystery word at the end of the first round here. So
thank you, Marsha. Yep. All right, famous faces for 100, Marcia. This person led the 28-day sit-in at the Health, Education, and Welfare Building in 1977. Go. I think I saw Kimberly's hand up first. So Kimberly,
Who is Judy Human?
that is correct. Oh, and there you go. So folks that are listening into this, that's going to be your first letter. Now, the letters that are going to be revealed to you here and there within the game are not going to be in order of how to spell the word. So I just wanted to make that clear to you guys. So there's the letter L for the first mystery letter, but keep in mind, it's not going to be necessarily in order of how the word's going to be spelled. And Kimberly will get to choose the next category.
I will do working 9 to 5 at 100.
Any change in the work environment or in the way things are usually done that results in an equal employment opportunity for an individual with a disability. What is that?
Go.
Oh, I'm sorry, go. Go. Kimberly,
What is reasonable accommodations?
that is correct. Oh, there we go. There's another letter. Folks playing on. Letter C. And oh, there we go. Kimberly has 200. Okay, folks. Arius and Sheikah. All right, Kimberly, what category would you like next?
We will do working 9 to 5, 200.
All right, working 9 to 5 for 200. 15 applies to what under the ADA Title I? Go. All right, let me give another clue. Oh, yeah, somebody in the chat said it. What type of employers have to provide accommodations under the ADA? Oh, all right, Kimberly, I think I saw you first.
I think that was Arius.
Yeah,
Oh,
Arius.
was Arius? Okay, was
Yeah,
Arius?
go ahead,
Okay.
Arius.
Arius, go ahead.
What is employees or who is employees?
Nope, that's not correct. Kimberly?
What are the number of employees?
Yeah, this probably was maybe a little difficult one. So how many employees must a private employer have for ADA responsibilities was the answer. When we're looking at state and local government employees, it doesn't matter if you're a really small little village, you only have 4 employees, you have responsibilities. But for private employers, you have to have at least 15 employees. So that might have been a little bit tricky one. But Arius, I am going to let you pick the next category. So we have working 9 to 5, government for you, spending my money, hear, see, speak, and famous faces.
What is spending my money for 100?
Okay. Question is, accepting a photo ID instead of a driver's license is a form of this. Go. Oh, okay, Kimberly?
What is a form of modification?
Yep, I'll accept that. Yep, what is a
Okay.
reasonable? Yep, what is a reasonable modification or accommodation? Actually, accommodation, but yep, we'll take that. All right, so Kimberly, you get to pick the next category.
Let me unmute myself first. We will do hear, see, speak for 100.
Great, thanks. The provision of auxiliary aids or services is required for this. Go. Kimberly.
What are accommodations for effective communication?
Correct. Very good. All right, Kimberly, you get to pick the next one.
All right, Arius, come on.
I know.
Government,
Come on, guys.
government for you, title 100 or 100. Yeah.
When viewed in their entireties, these must be accessible to people with disabilities. Go. This might be a little tricky. I might have to give another clue. So when we're looking at Title II entities, state and local government entities, what must be accessible to people? James has a good idea there. Oh, Arius.
Is it like, what is signage or services or structures?
You know what? I'm going to give that to you because it's program services and activities, and you said structures. So yeah. So when we're looking at state and local government, program services and activities have to be accessible to people with disabilities. So Arius, I'm giving that to you, and you get to pick the next category.
What is famous faces for 200?
Perfect. He founded the Rolling Quads while a student at University of California, Berkeley, and later became the head of the Berkeley Center for Independent Living, which is one of the very first CILs in the country. And so there you are, go. Kimberly.
Who is Ed Roberts?
You are correct. Although that was really quick because Arius was really quick on that answer too. So,
and several of the participants are doing really well in the answers to these questions too.
I've been trying to keep an eye on the chat, but it's been hard. But yeah, I think it's fun that some of the participants are answering questions. That's awesome. All right, Kimberly, you get to pick again.
All right, we'll do famous faces for 300.
Oh boy. While serving as the vice chair of the National Council on Disability, he embarked on a nationwide tour to meet with activists and individuals with disabilities. Go. Arius.
Who is Justin Dart?
You got it. All right, Arius is moving up now. Woo! Boy, with that one, Kimberly, he's moving up towards you. He's only 200 away from you, Kim. Perfect. All righty, Arius, you get to choose the next category.
Famous faces for 400, please.
Oh boy. All right. This person is the photographer for the majority of disability rights actions. He also drove the Road to Freedom bus across the United States, bringing awareness about the ADA. Go. Arius.
Who is Tom Olin?
Whoa, man, you just moved up with that one. Good for you. All righty. All right, Arius, you get to pick another category.
Hear, see, speak for 300.
FM, infrared, induction loops, 3D loops, and telecoils are types of these. Kimberly.
What is communication devices? What is yes, communication devices.
Yeah, we'll take that. What are assistive listening devices? Absolutely. You got it. Yep. All right. Oh my gosh, Arius, she just passed you by 100 points on that one. All right, Kimberly, you get to pick again.
All right, we will do hear, see, and speak for 200.
This provides information about visual aspects to an event or an activity. Go. Hoo-hoo, April got it. Oh, Arius, go ahead.
What is audio descriptive services?
Perfect. You got it. And here, guys playing along, here's your, I think it's your third letter. The letter for the word is letter I. All right, Arius, you get to pick the next category.
Spending my money for 300.
300, all righty. The clear width of an accessible route. What is, maybe I should say, what is the clear width of an accessible route? What we're looking for here is Arius.
didn't say
Arius,
go.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, go. I'm sorry, go. Ah, crap. Go. All right, Kim.
What is 36 inches?
Correct. I'm sorry, guys. I have to remember to say that go. Yes, what is 36 inches? And for folks playing along and looking for a mystery word, we have another letter, and it is letter B. Right. Chica, did you fall asleep, girl? What's going on? Got to get on the board, Chica. All right, Kimberly, you get to pick the next category.
All right. So
I'm still here.
Okay.
Spending my money for 200.
These animals must be permitted even if a business has a no pets policy. Go. Arius,
What are service animals?
you got it.
And we have
Perfect.
a tie game.
Is it now? I can't see the score.
Yep. Tie
Oh,
game.
it is tie game. Woohoo. All right. Arius, you get to pick the next category.
Let's go with government for you, 200.
Okie dokie. A service provided to someone who is unable to use a fixed route bus system due to a disability. Go. Kimberly,
That is paratransit.
correct. And another letter in our mystery word, the letter is I. So for those of you saving the letters, I'm going to try to figure out what the word is. The letter is I.
And that you have been given 5 letters now. Oh, 5 letters.
And that's it, right? That's all of them, Marcia? We have 5? Okay.
That's it for letters.
So if you guys want to try to figure out, playing along and maybe try to mix those letters up and figure out what the word may be.
Oh, people have already got it. They're already putting it in the.
Oh, are they? Oh, I see it. Yep. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Kimberly, you get to pick next category.
All right. Government for you for 300.
Relocating an art class to an accessible location is a what? Go. Arius.
I think Sheikah got that one.
Oh, did she? Okay. Go ahead, Chica.
What is larger class?
I'm sorry, what was your answer?
What is larger class?
No, think about it. If you're relocating a feature because of inaccessibility issues, what would that be?
Oh,
Sheikah?
what is accommodation?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Woo.
Okay, Sheikah got on the board. Perfect. All right, so Sheikah, you get to pick out the next questions. What we have left is working 9 to 5 for 300 or 400. Government for 400, spending my money for 400, or see here, speak for 400.
See here, 400.
Okay, great. Signs of permanent rooms and spaces are required to have this tactile feature for people with vision loss. Sheikah, wait a minute, your hand is still raised. Let's put that down. Okay. Again, signs of permanent rooms and spaces are required to have this tactile feature for people with vision loss. Go. Kimberly.
Nope, Sheikah.
But she could, but was her hand down before she answered?
Yep, it was down.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sheikah's was down.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Sheikah.
What is Braille?
You are absolutely correct.
Woo! Go Braille!
Woohoo! Sheikah's moving up. There we go. All righty
Braille
then.
rocks! Woo!
All right, Sheikah, so the remaining categories are working 9 to 5, 300 or 400, government at 400, or spending my money, which is businesses, for 400. Which category would you like?
9 to 5, 300.
Okay, great. Undue hardship and direct threat are what under the ADA?
Go.
Oh, I'm sorry, go. Go. Arius.
Is it? I just had it. What is like the fact that because it's a financial hardship or burden, they wouldn't be able to provide the accommodation?
You know, I am going to give that to you. Yeah, it's one of the employer defenses to not providing a requested accommodation. I'm going to give that one to you because I think you were thinking the right way.
Thank you.
All right, so Arius, you get to pick the next category.
Spending my money for 400.
Okie dokie. Charging someone additional money for accessible transportation. Go. Sheikah. Sheikah. Did we lose everybody?
This is Sheikah. I'm not sure what the answer is. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then, put your hand down, please. Then, so again, charging someone, maybe I should rephrase it a little bit differently. Charging someone additional money for providing accessible transportation would be considered a what under the ADA, and it is illegal.
And don't forget to say go.
Go. I did it the first time. Go. All right, let me rephrase this again. Charging people with disabilities additional fees for providing access is considered a what under the ADA, and it is discriminatory. There you go. Kim, go.
There's so much. It's not like a one. I'm trying to like.
I know. Okay.
I'm trying to think how to summarize it.
Okay, let me say it this way. It is and then I'll say go. So it is discriminatory to charge people with disabilities additional money for providing access. That would be considered a what under the ADA? Go. Kim.
What is a violation? of the ADA?
Well, what we were looking for is a surcharge. You can't,
Okay.
you can't surcharge people. Like you can't charge people for providing an interpreter. You know, I have a regular bus from my hotel, but you need an accessible bus. I'm going to charge you more for the accessible van from the airport to my hotel. That would be considered a surcharge, and surcharges are discriminatory under the ADA. That's where we were trying to go with that.
Okay, got you. Well, with paratransit though, I don't know. You can, it is more than the fixed rate or fixed route. So
But the question didn't say paratransit, it just said transportation.
accessible transportation, yeah.
So sorry if that was misleading to you guys, but just so people who are listening to also know that if there's extra costs that a business or a state and local government have to incur in order to provide accessible service, whatever it is, whether it's an interpreter or large print or braille or a van with a lift, you can't be charged additionally for that. That would be considered a surcharge under the ADA, and that's considered illegal and discriminatory under the ADA. So that's kind of where we were going with that questions. So just for the heck of it, Shika, I'm going to let you pick the next category. There are two categories left. It's working 9 to 5 for 400 or government for 400, Shika.
9 to 5.
Okie dokie. A physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities is what? Kim,
Go. You didn't
I'm
say-
sorry, go.
What is a disability under the ADA?
Correct. What is the definition of disability? All right,
All right.
Kim, you get the last one.
And going
And-
into this last question, it's still a close game.
It is.
Kimberly has 1,800 over Arias 1,500 and Chica 700.
All right, so Kim's got the last one. I mean, the last category, which is going to be government. State and local government entities were required to provide this if structural changes were necessary for achieving program accessibility. Go. Kimberly.
Oh, Arias was up.
Oh, well, see, that's what's weird on my screen because it looked like Kimberly was first, then it went over to Arias. So, okay, Arias, go ahead.
What is structural modification?
No, that's not what we were looking for, Kimberly.
What is a transition plan?
Yes, that's it. All righty, so there's the first round. And I can't see. That keeps all right, so it's anything can be in the running. Arias has 1,500, Kimberly 22, and Chica 700. And I think did a bunch of people, I wasn't watching the chat, Marsha, did a bunch of people get the civil for the answer?
Yep. It was civil.
Perfect. All righty.
Great job, guys.
Yeah. So
As we go into our second round, anybody can come back. All the point values are doubled in our second round.
and
Just give me a second so I can put the scores in. They don't carry
Yep.
over.
and then does Kimberly get to pick since she won the last round, or should I just pick
Nope,
somebody?
The lowest score gets to pick.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. She gets to pick.
Yeah.
So again, the categories are the same: working 9 to 5, government for you, spending my money, hear, see, speak, or famous faces. We have 200, 400, 600, and $800. $8 points. So Shika, which category would you like? Kimberly, your hand's still up.
9 to
Maybe that's
5.
what happens sometimes. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What did you say, 9 to 5
Yes.
for
200.
200? Okay,
Uh,
okay. An employee under this prong of the definition of disability is not entitled to an accommodation. Go. Okay, additional clue. There are 3 prongs of definition of disability under the ADA. Person with, and wait till I say though all 3 prongs before, oh, before I say go. So for folks that don't know, there's 3 prongs of definition disability under the ADA. It's a person with a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities. A person who has a history of having a physical or mental impairment. Kimberly, your hand's still up. Or a person who is regarded as having a physical or mental impairment. Go. Arius.
A person who is regarded, or what is a person who is regarded?
Yep. Nope, you got it. You're absolutely right. So under the employment aspect, if you're only regarded as having a disability, you're not entitled to an accommodation. So you got it. All righty. You get to pick the next category, Arius.
Famous faces for 400.
This person was the president of the National Council on Independent Living and helped draft the ADA. First name starts with M, last name starts with B.
Go.
And go. Arius,
Who is Marsha Bristow?
you got it.
Oh, and he's inching closer to Kimberly, 100 points behind.
I know. All right, Arius, get the next category.
Hear, see, speak for 400.
For 400. A qualified interpreter is one who is able to interpret effectively, accurately, and impartially. And this is a fill in the blank, and both blank and blank. Go. See, we want to make you guys think a little bit. Okay, so another clue. Interpreters need to be able to understand what the deaf individual is saying to them, and then they need to be able to effectively communicate to the deaf individual what the speaking people are saying.
Go.
Anybody else? Anybody in the chat have an idea?
Ooh, someone got it.
Kimberly has her hand up too, though. Yeah. Oh, Shelly did. Shelly got it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But there's also deaf interpreters that are deaf. And so that's, it also complicates things. But yes.
Well, right. And deaf interpreters have kind of been new on the scene way since the ADA was written, and interpreters have been in the scene. But yes, you're right.
Yes.
But
yes, I guess we could do it that way though too. I mean,
yeah, Shelly Emery from Oregon got it. What is receptively and expressively?
But no points for our guests.
Unfortunately. So I'm just going to say, Arius, you pick the next category.
Government for you for 200.
Okie dokie. In order to be within municipal facilities, this must be, oh, this is going to seem strange. Oh, in order for this animal to be within municipal facilities, this must be under control at all times. Go. Arius.
What is a service animal?
Yep, you got it.
Oh, and he pulled ahead, 100 points ahead of Kimberly now.
All right, Arius, get to the next category.
Spending my money for 400.
What is the maximum height for vertical changes in level? When you're, let me just rephrase this a little bit more because we only had enough room for a certain amount. So when you're on an accessible route, we're looking at an accessible route. What is the maximum height for vertical changes without having to have a ramp? Go. That's pretty tricky, I know. James says 1 to 12 inches, but that's talking about 1 inch per foot. You guys in the chat are talking about what the requirement is for slope. But before you have to get to a ramp, just having a little, I just wanted to give people, Marcia, some time to answer here in the chat. Just to give, before you have to do any sort of a ramping thing, there's a maximum height that, 3 inches, not quite, Jake. Before then you would have to do a little ramp. I know.
Shelley's
This is
close. Shelley's close.
Oh, I didn't see that one. But yeah, this is pretty tricky. So I'm sorry for this one, guys. So, oh, Arius, your hand's up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. It's probably not correct. I'm gonna just say 2 inches.
No, actually, it's, and I apologize because I do. Oh, wait a minute, though, before I go on. Second mystery word, we have the first letter, and it's letter G. So those of you guys that are playing along with the mystery word, got our first letter, and it's letter G. So in the 2010 ADA standards for accessible design, anything above ½ an inch vertical rise would require a small ramp. It doesn't seem like much, ½ an inch, but if you're in a mobility device, it is. So the answer is, what is ½ an inch?
And Becky, just in the context of this, I think we have time. James asked, isn't that threshold height?
Well, you can have 1/4 of an inch, and then between 1/4 of an inch and ½ an inch, it has to be beveled. And then, yeah, I mean, I think that's the way it's written in the regulations is threshold. Yes. Okay, Shika, let's have you pick the next category. We still have working 9 to 5, government, spending my money, hear, see, speak, or
Government.
famous faces.
Right, ready, Shika?
I'm sorry, what did you want, Shika?
Government.
Or 400? Okay.
Yeah.
This position is required for municipalities with 50 or more employees. Go. Kimberly.
What is an ADA coordinator?
Absolutely correct.
We need more of those.
Yeah, we do. We actually need them for municipalities of less than 50 employees, but we don't always have them. All right, Kimberly, you get to pick the next category.
All right, we'll do spending my money for 200.
Okie dokie. Operable parts should not, and this is a fill in the blank. So operable parts should not require blank, blank, or blank. Go. All right, think about people with disabilities needing to open a door, or I guess the door is the most thing I can think of. And the regulations say you shouldn't require what? How should operable parts be able to be operated? Kimberly.
What is twisting? Pinching? Oh. twisting, pinching, grabbing,
I'm going to give it to you. Yep.
grasping.
So upper parts are not supposed to require tight grasping, pinching, or twisting of the hand or wrist.
And Shelley got it too, our participants.
Oh, great. Excellent.
And Kimberly's pulled ahead just a
Uh-oh,
little bit.
she
there.
did. She did.
Oh,
All right, Kimberly, you're up next.
You will do 9 to 5, 400.
Employees must be able to perform these with or without accommodations. Go. Kimberly.
What is essential job duties?
Yep. What are the essential functions of the job? Absolutely. Okay. Next choice, Kimberly, which one would you like?
We will do famous faces for 200.
Perfect. This California representative was the ADA's original House sponsor. First name starts with T, last name starts with C.
go.
Oh, go. Kimberly. Oh, put your hand down.
I was too fast. What is Tony Cola?
Yeah, I can't say his name either, but yeah, that's
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Colejo.
All right. Next one, Kimberly. Come on, Arius and Sheikah. Kimberly's like pulling way ahead now.
All right, I'm going to do
Sheikah, aren't you also in South Carolina? Because Kimberly's in, no, Kimberly, you're in Georgia, right?
I'm in South Carolina. She could say yeah.
Sheikah's in Georgia. Okay. So come on now, some states. And Arius is, I think, in what, he's out west somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Georgia at Chica.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
Right.
we'll do famous faces for 600.
This is going to be a tough one, I think. When 8 years old, this person crawled up the steps of the Capitol building. First name starts with J, last name starts with K. Go. Yeah, I didn't, anybody in the audience?
Yep.
Close.
Kaylina got it. Kaylina got it.
Jennifer Chaffin and Jennifer Keelan.
Shelley got it. Yep. Yeah, it became a really famous picture of the young blonde-headed girl. Her name is Jennifer Keelan. It was one of the it was one of the famous pictures that seems to be, you know, when we're looking at disability history and that time period. So.
And there's a wonderful book on it too, a children's book on it.
And just as a side note, because we already had the answer to this question, Tom Olin, who is the photographer who's been photographing all these different, you know, disability rights rallies and took all those pictures of the Capitol crawl and all, he told me one time when I was with him that Jennifer actually is his niece.
Oh,
So
small
as a
world.
little, I mean, that's what he told me. So that's just like a little aside. So, all right. So, Sheikah, let's just have you pick the next category. We still have 9 to 5. Well, actually, we have something in all categories. 9 to 5, government, spending my money, hear, see, speak, and famous faces.
Famous faces.
Okay, that's for 800. This senator comes from a family of many politicians who supported disability rights. First name starts with T, last name starts with K. Go.
I don't know. Sorry.
Arius, I see Arius's hand.
Who is Ted Kennedy?
You got it. Whoa, that's gonna jump you up there.
Yep.
And
Good
here
job.
again, another letter. We have letter T for our second mystery word. So we have letter T here. So now, right now, Arius is at 3,100 points, Kimberly at 3,400, and Shika at 700. So Arius, you get to pick the next category.
Hear, see, speak for 400.
We already had that, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we already had. Yeah, we did.
I know we did. That's my fault.
All right. So can we do another?
Definitely.
Can we do another one? I'm impressed though. There are a lot of people here who are paying or in our game that really know a lot of these answers. I'm just every now and then trying to look at chat. We have some smart people listening. So
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
There we go. We'll do it for 200.
Okay. Okay. This is needed to This is needed to distinguish the difference between the colors of text and background. Go. Kimberly.
What is contrast?
Yep, we'll accept that.
All
And for
right.
those of you that don't understand that we need, the contrast, dark on light or light on dark is needed so that people with low vision can distinguish text and wording on things. So
And we have 8 minutes left, we were told, and we have 8 questions. So you just
all right,
answer them
and move on. All right, Kimberly, what category do you want next?
Do work a 9 to 5 for 600.
The location where disability related medical information is to be stored. Go. All right, Shika.
What is first aid kit?
Good guess, but it wasn't disability information, but the answer is what is a separate locked file. So when employers get information related to an employee's disability and needed to determine an accommodation, that information is to be stored in a separate locked file, not with general employee information. But Shika, you get to check the next category. We have everything except famous faces. So hear, see, speak, spending my money, government, or working 9 to 5.
Spending my money?
Okay.
Sorry, I knew that last answer. I just can't think that fast, but I'm learning a lot.
This might be a little tricky for people. Turning space can be blank or blank. And what we're looking for here is, what does it look like? Go. All right, this is probably a too tricky one. So turning space it's a circular turning space or a T-shaped turning space when they have specific requirements. Yeah, I know we need to move on. Okay, Shika, you get to pick another category. We still have hear, see, speak, spending my money, government, or working 9 to 5.
Spending my money.
Okay. Business owners are rarely required to do this. Go. All right, we'll just go with the answer.
Oh, Arias put up his hand.
Oh, Arius. Okay. Yeah, and she could need to put hers down, but Arius, go ahead.
What is provide reasonable accommodation?
Not really, but it's readily achievable barrier removal. So, you know what? Let's give Arius the points for that. He was thinking the right way. What the heck?
All right.
I think Marsha's just moving on to stuff.
Well,
All
yeah,
right.
we have 5 minutes left, so just.
Okay.
This
All
is
right, so I don't even remember this question, Marcia, new construction is required to meet this under state and local government. Go. Shika.
What is ADA standards?
she's
We're
correct.
taking that. We are taking that.
Woo.
2010 ADA standards for accessible design. Yep. And there's another letter. I think it's the third letter maybe in our mystery word for this game. Letter I, folks. Letter I. She gets jump up there now with 1,300 points. Perfect. All right, here we go with see here speak for 600. This type of font should be used for online reading clarity. Example area, Helvetica or something. What is this type of font generally called? Go. Arius.
What is sans font?
You're close enough. You're close enough. Yep. Sans serif or however you say it. Yep.
And the letter H, another letter.
Yep.
All right.
Shika, can you put your hand? Oh, she did. Okay. Arius, put your hand down because it confuses me when there's still a hand up.
Yep.
There we go. All right. 9 to 5 for 800. The employer and employee should enter into this when discussing accommodation needs. Go. Kimberly.
That is interactive dialogue.
Perfect. You got it. Oh, another letter R, guys.
Oh, and
Oh my
Kimberly,
gosh.
just 100. Oh, we got to get these last questions in. 2 more.
I know. Okay, let's go real quick. Okay, government for you for 800. When considering requests for auxiliary aids and services, a municipality should provide this. And that might kind of be misleading, but we're going to go with go and see if anybody gets it. All right, let me add something real quick. Somebody has a request for a specific type of auxiliary aid or service. It is considered a what by that person? Go? No. Yeah, made that question. Arius.
What is a request for services?
No, that's not. That's a little bit too far off. It's the preferred method of communication. A Title II entity needs to look at the preferred method of communication when the request comes in. So, got the last one.
Our last question.
This is required in assembly areas where audible communication is integral. Go. So let's think about like auditoriums, theaters, convention halls, where talking is going to be going around. What should Arius?
What is closed caption?
You're thinking along the right way, but that's not it.
Oh, Shelley's got it.
Yep, Shelley does. So the answer is, what is an assistive listening system?
And with that, it wraps up our game. Arius just edged out Kimberly, 45.
Oh my gosh.
4,500. And Shika. And our
And
mystery
Andy says the mystery letters spell out rights.
that is
Yep.
correct. And what
Got
was
it.
the first word from the first round?
Civil right, April says.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
because it's the foundation of what the ADA is. It's a civil right.
I want to remind everybody, this is Kim Gibson. I want to remind everybody to make sure you fill out your evaluation forms. That really helps us plan for next year, as well as giving feedback.
Hey, and this is Rebecca again. I want to thank number one, Arius, Kimberly, and Shika for playing our game and being our participants. And Unfortunately, I couldn't keep an eye on the chat, but it seemed like there were a lot of people responding in the chat, and they knew a lot of the answers and they were paying attention. And I think that's awesome. So thank you to everybody that hung in there with us and played our game. And we hope it was informational for some folks.
And
We have tons and tons of resources on the website. And just let me throw out there, anybody ever has any questions about the ADA, call your regional ADA center at 1-800-949-4232.
thank you so much, all. So
Thank you. Thank you to Marcia and Rebecca, and for all the players, and for Kim Gibson for moderating, interpreters, and Cart. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you at the next session.
Thanks. Bye-bye, all.